The best stories in Ball State sports are found here. Welcome inside Studio C from Muncie, Indiana. I'm AJ Swiatek, joined by Zander Woods. And Zander, I think I speak for the both of us when I say it's phenomenal stories from top to bottom on January's edition of SL Featured.
AJ, absolutely, and that is not an understatement on your end by any means, but I think the audience would agree that we can show them a lot better than we can tell them. Let's get the show on the road.
Couldn't have put it any better myself. This is an episode of SL Featured presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie supports the students of Ball State Sports Link. Behind the scenes access and off the field lives of student athletes, SL Featured is the home for the best stories in Ball State sports. This is the award-winning SL Featured presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
In American culture, family has always been at the forefront. But for one Ball State basketball player, his family, and particularly its size, just means everything. This is the Zan Doughty story, produced by Drew Hurst.
There's 12 of us in one house, so of course there's some chaos.
It's busy, loud, chaotic, crazy, but that's us.
The oldest being Tiara, then it goes my second oldest sister, Savannah, then my oldest brother, Chris, then me, then my brother Xavier, my brother Wrigley, my cousin Danielle, my cousin Jasmine, my cousin Heaven, my cousin Dallas. It's different not having your whole family there, just like whenever, especially with a big family. Like, there's always someone that I could go mess with, go talk to. It's a little hard, but I know they're still there, and I visit them when I can, so. Fun fact, I did not know Kinsey before I came here. I met her here, we hit it off, and then I proposed to her after 3 months of meeting her, which everybody, called me crazy for, but it's going strong and I don't regret it at all.
I do remember when he called me and said he wanted to propose. Kind of shocked and startled a little bit.
I said, if that's what you want to do, then I stand behind you 100%.
That day was a little hectic. We had to go down to the German Fest in Carmel.
Zane didn't even have a plan. He just knew that this is where it was going to be. And we put everything together literally in like 20 minutes.
My fiance was ice skating with my family. They cleared the ice out. I walked her out there, very nervous, and then just asked her. Those few seconds before she shook her head yes and said yes, it's just like everything stands still for a second, and then it all comes rushing back,
When it comes to our hobbies, many people like to go gardening, crocheting, or even going to the gym. But for Ball State football's Luke Dalton, let's just say his hobby is sky high. This is the Luke Dalton story, produced by Elise Tempe.
And we'll make our turn out to the right. Count one, we're 14 miles out. Winds are 120 at 5. Let's go, baby!
My name is Luke Dalton. I'm a junior at Ball State, and I play offensive line. My football journey has been relatively unique. I didn't play football as a little kid. Was never really around football either. And I finally decided to give it a try once I got to high school. When I started playing, I really only knew a couple positions. And the learning curve to get to where I am now has been dramatic. I was able to definitely invest a lot of time into developing, whether it's technique, strength, speed, to be able to pose myself as a candidate for college recruiting.
He did a good job of filming himself doing drills and working out and those type of things, so I could see the change in his body. I could see how hard he was working. I thought he had potential. I thought he had ability. But ultimately, Luke went to Cincinnati.
I early enrolled there and played 2 seasons there. Loved my time there, had a coaching staff change, and decided that I wanted to give myself a fresh opportunity to work with a new team. And I entered the transfer portal. Ended up finding Ball State again.
When it was time for him to jump into the portal, a trainer that he trains with in the Chicagoland area reached out to me and said, hey, Luke Dalton's in the portal. So I checked it, sure enough, he was in.
Coach Johnson was one of the first people to reach out to me and offered me a spot to come join the team. Completely fell in love with the program. My mom also is an alum of Ball State.
I didn't want to sway him one way or the other. Once he decided that Ball State was where he wanted to go, I was just beaming with pride. I even get emotional about it. Anyway, I was really excited that Luke decided to come to Ball State.
Ever since I joined the team, I've loved every second of it. I just love the chemistry that we have. I just love being here. I love, repping the university, and I carry a lot of pride with being a Ball State football player.
Muncie Tower, Skyhawk, 7 Charlie Whiskey, 10 miles to the northwest with Lima inbound, full stop.
Well, I've been flying most of my life with my dad. Flying's always been part of my family. My grandpa was a pilot. My dad's been a pilot most of his life, and I've always been around it, so it's always interested me.
Marion traffic, Skyhawk 7 Charlie Whiskey, left downwind, runway 15, touch and go, Marion.
As I continued to fly, I always was interested to get my kids involved. It wasn't until we took a trip to upper New York State, and he flew with me up there and came back and said, Dad, I'd really like to actually learn how to fly now. And we landed, we walked right into the training facility, and we signed him up that afternoon.
Once I got a little older and decided I wanted to figure out something to do with my life, my hobby became flying, and I've been flying now for about 2 years.
Let's head back to Muncie. Okay, we got 18 miles to go. Left to 144.
I really just fell in love with it.
It's been exciting to watch over the last year to see him progress and really showing a passion to want to be able to do this as a career.
Make money flying 2 engine planes.
Yeah, Luke is flying a 1967 airplane, so by no means is it fancy.
I'm extremely lucky to be able to fly the same plane that my dad, and then additionally, my grandpa is the original owner of the plane.
This is the 3rd generation of actually flying in the same airplane.
Muncie Tower, Skyhawk 7 Charlie Whiskey on Alpha, short of 14, ready for departure.
And he takes great pride in it.
I was able to learn how to fly and take my check ride to get my license in that same plane. It was a really surreal experience being able to step out of that plane and be told, okay, you passed. The combination of aviation and football and being able to bring those two together has been really awesome for my family.
Okay, runway environment's clear. Holding nice and steady on that approach. And Muncie Tower, 7 Charlie Whiskey.
Every student athlete has a story unique to them, but a track athlete with a heart condition, now that's an inspiration. Let's take a look at the Maci Easton story, produced by Cameron Pippin and Emma Potter.
To me, it's worth it. Yeah, it's scary, but to me, it's more than track. I'm not just running, for me. I'm running for my teammates and everybody else.
Maci is just such a ray of sunshine.
Maci is the most kind person ever. I just know I can always count on Maci.
She's always there for everyone that she loves.
Honestly, she's such a light.
And I just can't wait to see her every time I get to practice.
Supporting the underclassmen or driving or all the little things that maybe don't show up on the scoreboard, she's the first in line to do those things.
On my 19th birthday, I got diagnosed with my heart condition. It's called long QT syndrome. Basically, between my Q and T wave, it's too long, so my heart doesn't pump blood fast enough. If I get my heart rate up so high, I could easily go into cardiac arrest. Never even thought that was even possible. I mean, I've been running pretty much my whole life.
You have situations that come up that maybe are bigger than track and field and athletics. You want to be able to find ways to allow them to continue to contribute.
So, sorry. My team is the best thing to ever happen to me. They are the reason that I'm still here. After freshman year, knowing that I can't run that I want to and the level that I know I should be at, it's frustrating, and I wanted to quit so many times and just be a NARP, just focus on school, but my team was my support system through it all. I've made my lifelong friendships, they have just been my backbone through it all, and I could not have done it without them. Going in and knowing I can't compete at the same level, it was mentally really hard for me. I don't belong here. I don't deserve a spot. Someone is better than me, they should be here. I don't want people to feel pity for me. I don't, because I'm okay. I've come to terms with it, and I'm okay with it.
Every day she comes to practice, she has that, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to continue to compete, and it's been fun. It's been fun to see that journey and process.
It doesn't matter what your times are or anything like that. You are doing it, and so many people wouldn't. They would have just quit, but you didn't, and you're still here. So that means something. God gave me this heart condition for a reason. I don't necessarily know why it is. And I could have easily been running and then just dropped dead. Track saved my life.
The fall season has come and gone, but SportsLink students have remained busy. Here's a cinematic recap of what we've been working on.
The Ball State baseball team is hosting its first pitch dinner Saturday, February 1st at the Ball State University Alumni Center, which will feature guest speaker John Kessick, who was a member of the 1998 and 1999 Mid-American Conference Championship teams and a former third-round pick by the Baltimore Orioles. For more information, visit ballstatesports.com. And yes, while it's frigid in winter here in Indiana, can you believe we are less than a month away from opening day for Ball State baseball and softball? The softball team opens February 6th at the Mustang Classic in San Luis Obispo, California, while baseball opens February 14th at the Swig and Swine Classic in Charleston, South Carolina. You can follow both teams and see their schedules at ballstatesports.com.
Ball State football coach Mike Uremovich has announced the enrollment of 25 new student athletes who arrived on campus and taking classes in the spring 2025 semester. The first class of student athletes to arrive under Uremovich's watch includes 15 transfer student athletes from notable FBS schools. All 25 are expected to take the field during spring practice later this semester. Are you a high school student or an educator in the field of sports media production? Join us here on the campus of Ball State University February 18th for SportsLink's High School Sports Media Summit. The historic summit provides learning and professional development opportunities in sports media production, learning from current industry and media professionals in a day of sessions, panels, and workshops. Registration is online at ballstatesportslink.com.
Frankly, I'm already fired up just thinking about these two. Just as the creative storytellers of Ball State SportsLink have done all year long, it's time to move from the big screen to yours at home. Let's take a look at two killer intro videos for the tennis and track teams, respectively.
As we flip to 2025, we turn our attention to Ball State men's volleyball. Here's a quick look at our all-access series setting the standard.
Sheehan the set, Bonner the finish in history. Magical Mava moments in Muncie for the Lindenwood Lions.
I'll still sit here and tell you that I think we were the better team, but the better team didn't win that day. It's just all about how you respond. Like, if you set a goal and you don't hit the goal, then how do you respond?
Whenever you're smiling, there's someone crying. Whenever you're crying, there's someone smiling. It's all about, like, you know, why you get off of that. So for me, like, whenever I see my losses, I just look at it like, oh, it's an opportunity of growth. Because at the end of the day, you want to be the best you can be.
There's only so much time you could spend on dwelling on losses. You try to go back and rethink some things, but you just got to move on.
Take a deep breath. All right, Marty's got the quote for the day.
Okay, Marty, you can do it. Here we go. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success.
For teams that have been in those positions where you're losing in big matches, I also look at it and think, man, you're doing something right, and your team is doing something where we're putting ourselves in a position to compete. And for me, it's just like turn the page.
Dang, bro. Let's keep exchanging points here.
It's about not so much results, but like what is our intention in our work ethic. And if we can work hard, then everything else seems to fall in place.
Made a lot of progress from August. And so just like making sure when we get back, not stooping down to a low level, just keeping where we ended off at a high level.
I think this is the best preseason I've been a part of since being here, so it's just really awesome seeing everybody put the hard work in on and off the court.
Damn, Griff. Getting all sentimental in the group, bro. I agree with you. Chundy, how about your history here?
Damn.
Since it's been so long.
Yeah, this is definitely the deepest team that I've been a part of. You know, everybody's super competitive and willing to work.
Yeah, I agree with Griff, and not so much like the best fall I've ever seen, but the best group that I've been with, I think, here at Ball State, because it's the most balanced group from 1 to 23. And not just talent, like attitude, work ethic, and we always use that Lombardi quote, the sum of who we are is what we do with what we have. And to me, that is only a true statement if we actually maximize the tools that we have in the group. And I think this group did the best of that in a preseason training. And I've never seen a group look this physical before. And that's coming from our fans. You guys got a lot of people that follow you. And every time we're interacting as coaches, they're like, damn, you got some physical guys. Everybody looks in shape. You got a lot of big arms in the gym. That's because we work our asses off in the weight room. So the hardest part is sustaining where you are today, and if you can return on the 27th like that. But let's have some fun tomorrow night. We're gonna have officials. I ask that you be respectful to the officials. Actually, challenge them a little bit because we're paying them. So like, are they gonna be good?
Probably not.
They're gonna be great. They'll be better than Coach Mike.
That's pretty low standard to say.
But no, let's make sure we have some fun with it. All right, and that's all I got.
I'm gonna cry.
Ball you on 2-on-2. Ball you.
If anyone like is kind of intellect in the game, they should be scared of us right now. This team is like, we have all the pieces that as a volleyball player or as a volleyball coach will be scared of if you are coming against us. I have my personal goals of like being better of my performance last year, but I just want to win.
I don't think there's been a roster constructed quite like this at Ball State. Back in the 70s and 80s, Coach Shondell was here. They went to a lot of Final Fours, but those were in the years where it was just 4 teams. It gets a little more balanced at the top in the conference, but I think when you look at all things considered, again, maybe a team that's best positioned to win a national championship compared to any other team that's ever played here.
We got nothing to lose. We're going to go out there and just have fun. But I mean, we really want to win the MIVA championship, and I think if we do what we need to do, play hard, practice hard, work hard, be focused, we will definitely win the MIVA title.
We want to get back to the tournament. You know, that is the standard. No one has won a national championship, but the stories of all the players that have come through here are about amazing people that did amazing things, that are giving back in different ways. So it's really less about like how we're going to change that legacy in terms of winning. It's can we sustain a level of character in the program that promotes the right things about the university, and then win a national championship.
That is all for today, guys. If you want more sports content like this, follow us on all social media platforms at BSU Sports Link.
You do that. This has been a rendition of SL Featured, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.